Hi everyone, Prof. Cruz here with a full tour of the beautiful Norwegian Bliss. This video was taken during her very first Alaska cruise of the 2024 season. We're going to make our way deck by deck and take a look at all that she has to offer. We're beginning on deck 5 midship and making our way in an aft direction. This is where you'll find the majority of the kids programming on the Bliss. The first area you see is called the Guppies Room, and this is designed for infants and toddlers who are too young yet for the supervised Splash Academy program. This is an area where you can take young kids to play with toys that are provided. Keep in mind though, they will require adult supervision at all times. Now we're making our way toward the Splash Academy program. This is a fabulous space. The first time I cruised on the Bliss, I had my young son with me, and he spent a lot of time at Splash Academy and had an amazing time. They have a lot of cool video games and lots of other fun things for kids to do. This is organized programming, and they have sessions several times throughout the day and the evening. Keep in mind that this does fill up, especially on cruises that are crowded with kids over the summer break. So you'll want to get your kids enrolled right away, and then also sign them up via the app for each session you'd like them to participate in. Continuing to make our way aft, on deck 5, we're headed toward the video arcade. Again, this was another one of my son's favorite spots. And one thing we always do for him on NCL cruises is sign him up for the arcade pass. This is something that you can purchase for your kids that allows them to have unlimited play on most video games in the arcade. Those that are not included are the video games that produce tickets that you can redeem for prizes. Let's take a look around the arcade. All the way aft on deck 5, you'll find Entourage, which is a teen lounge available for teens to come and hang out. Now we've made our way up to deck 6 aft. Headed in a forward direction, this is where you'll find the mixed bar, as well as 2 of the 3 main dining rooms on the Bliss, Taste and Savor. Taste and Savor are virtually identical in terms of what they offer and their size. However, they do have slightly different furnishings. Let's take a look around. On my sailing, both Taste and Savor were open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For dinner, you'll want to make sure you make a reservation and arrive early if you don't want to wait. Continuing to head in a forward direction on deck 6, this is where you'll find the art gallery. You can walk through here and look at beautiful pieces of art lining the walls on both sides. They will have art auctions and other events if you're interested in purchasing a piece of art. Now we're entering the beautiful atrium area on deck 6. This is where you'll find teppanyaki, Coco's, and the Social Comedy Club. Let's start by taking a quick peek at teppanyaki, which is the Japanese hibachi specialty restaurant on the Bliss. There is an extra charge for this restaurant, and you'll want to make sure you make reservations as soon as possible because they will fill up. Now we're headed toward one of my favorite spots on the Bliss, Coco's. This is where you can come to purchase delicious desserts, such as indulgent milkshakes and ice cream sundaes, specialty baked goods, crepes, chocolates, and gelato. If you like comedy, you'll want to head to the Social Comedy Club in the evening to catch some fantastic comedians. Now we're headed toward the atrium, where you'll find the Atrium Bar, a large screen with lots of seating where lots of programming takes place, as well as guest services, the Shore Excursions desk, the Future Cruises desk, and Starbucks, as well as the Internet Cafe. Let's take a look around this expansive space. Deck 6 forward is where you'll find the Q Texas Smokehouse, the barbecue specialty restaurant on the Bliss, which also hosts some fantastic live country music. Let's take a look around the space. Just outside of Q is the library and card room, which is a great place to come and check out a book or play a board game. And there also are a couple of meeting spaces in this area. we're jumping up to Deck 7 aft. This is where you'll find the third and largest of the main dining rooms, the Manhattan Room. Heading forward on Deck 7, you'll find the Bliss Casino and the Skyline Bar. This is a fairly expansive casino, and it does have a separate smoking section, but be aware that you'll only be allowed to smoke if you're actively playing. Midship on Deck 7 is where you'll find the Local, a pub-style complimentary restaurant on the Bliss, serving up breakfast, lunch, dinner, and late-night snacks. It is open 24/7, and I highly recommend the carrot cake. This area also offers a bar and some great views down to everything going on in the atrium on Deck 6. Bowling on a cruise ship? Don't miss this fun little area adjacent to Local, offering arcade games and, you guessed it, bowling. You'll find the entrance to the main theater on Deck 7 forward. This is where I saw the Jersey Boys, which is one of my favorite production shows across any line and any ship. Don't miss it. Remember to make a reservation, as they do fill up quite quickly. Hopping up to Deck 8 forward on the starboard side, this is where you'll find Food Republic, a specialty restaurant offering Asian and Latin street food. Food Republic is open for lunch and dinner, and prices are a la carte. Over on the port side of Deck 8 forward is where you'll find District Brewhouse. This is the perfect spot to come and grab a beer, catch a game, or just look out at the beautiful sea views from the expansive windows. Heading in an aft direction on deck 8 takes us to La Cucina, the Italian specialty restaurant on the Bliss. Adjacent to La Cucina is the Cellar's Wine Bar, where you can come and grab a glass of wine, a bottle of wine, or come for a special wine tasting event. The Cavern Club is a small venue where you can catch a fabulous Argentinian Beatles cover band called the Beatles Experience. I highly recommend you see them here. They also perform shows in the main theater, but there's something extra special about seeing them in this intimate venue. Whiskey fans will want to hit the Maltines Whiskey Bar, located on Deck 8 midship. If you're a cigar smoker, you'll want to head to the back of Maltines, where there's a dedicated cigar room. As we continue to head aft on Deck 8, be sure to take a moment to appreciate the gorgeous staircases and beautiful chandelier. In this area, you'll also find one of my favorite bars on board, the Sugarcane Mojito Bar. If you'd like to see the menu for the Mojito Bar, or any of the Bliss bars for that matter, just go ahead and Google Prof Cruise NCL menus. I have uploaded all of them to my website. Deck 8 offers ample shopping opportunities, more of which we'll see in a moment. But first, let's head over to Ocean Blue, the seafood specialty restaurant on the Bliss. As promised, the shopping opportunities continue as we travel along in an aft direction on Deck 8. This is also where you can purchase any photographs that have been taken on your cruise. Just look for the photo shop. Two additional specialty restaurants can be found all the way aft on Deck 8, as well as the A-list bar. Let's take a look around Los Lobos, the Mexican specialty restaurant, and Cagney's, the specialty steakhouse. One of my absolute favorite features of the Bliss is the waterfront. This outdoor deck runs almost completely around the perimeter of the ship and offers so many nice features. There are several bars where you can sit out and enjoy a beverage. There's outdoor dining at many of the specialty restaurants. There's really nice, comfortable seating, which is especially great if you don't have a balcony cabin. And it also offers a place just to come out and take a walk and look out at the sea. Decks 9 through 14 contain only cabins, so we're going to skip over those and head up to deck 15, to another one of my favorite spots on board, the Observation Lounge. This expansive, forward-facing lounge features comfortable seating, huge windows to look out at the views, and also delicious snacks, both at breakfast, lunch, and in the afternoon. This space also features a full bar and hosts some beautiful music in the evenings. Here's an example of some of the lunchtime food offerings in the Observation Lounge. I especially love the desserts, which tend to have an international flair. Well, if you're not hungry yet, you will be after our tour of the Garden Cafe, the buffet restaurant on the Bliss, located on deck 16 forward. Let's have a look around. A few of my favorite selections available on the buffet include the warm cinnamon rolls at breakfast, These are only available in one small section toward the middle of the buffet, so be sure to look for them. They're much better than the dry pastries you'll find in the other sections. I also love the Indian food, which is available at breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's authentic, perfectly spiced, and absolutely fabulous. Be sure to look for it and give it a try. If you head outside from the Garden Cafe, you'll find some additional seating, as well as the heart of any cruise ship, the pool area. Let's have a look around to see what it offers. There are two bars in this area. The first one you see is the surf bar, and across the way is the waves bar. There are also two large pools, the first one being an adults-only pool, and the second one used primarily by kids and their families. While older kids and teens will want to hit the water slides on a warm day, younger kids will have a blast splashing around in this little aqua park. Deck 16 aft is where you'll find most people's least favorite place on a cruise ship, the fitness center. Let's take a look around to see what it offers those who feel like they want to keep up with their fitness routine on their cruise. Note that the spin bikes can only be used if you register for a spin class. I tried to use them on my own one day and was swiftly kicked off. The gym is open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. each day. Here's a look at the classes that were offered on my particular sailing. let's leave the gym and head up to a much more relaxing spot on deck 17 aft. Spice H2O is the adults only area on the Bliss and offers lots of relaxing, comfortable seating that'll be set up on warm days. Offers a bar, a smoking area, and several hot tubs. Let's have a look around. Heading in a forward direction on deck 17, you'll find the last of the specialty restaurants, Le Bistro. This is the French specialty restaurant on the Bliss. As a reminder, if you're looking for Bliss menus, including all of the MDR menus for the 7-night Alaska itinerary, as well as all the specialty dining venues, you can look on my website, profcruise.com, or you can find them by just Googling Prof Cruise Bliss menus. I have everything uploaded there from my 7-night Alaska cruise on the Bliss. In addition to the local, the Bliss also offers another complimentary casual restaurant called the American Diner. This can be found on deck 17. Let's have a look. Hit the outdoor area on deck 17 to access the water slides or to go for a walk or jog on the track. There are also some fabulous hot tubs located on deck 17. They offer phenomenal views of the ocean or of port. These tend to get a little bit crowded on sea days, but if you hit them on a port day, you'll usually have them completely to yourself. These ping pong tables can be easy to miss, but now you know where to look for them. If you're lucky enough to be booked in the Haven, you'll find the Haven Lounge and Haven Courtyard and Pool located on deck 17 forward. heading up to deck 18, where you'll find a small sun deck with a bar and a hot tub. This is also where you can head up to deck 19 for the laser tag area. Deck 19 aft is where you'll find the Speedway racetrack, which does incur an extra charge along with the laser tag. If you want a free family activity, you can also hit the miniature golf course, also located on deck 19. And that's where we're going to conclude our tour. I sure hope you've enjoyed it and wish you a fabulous time on your cruise on board the beautiful Bliss. Please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss my additional Bliss content, and check out my website for more thorough reviews and menus.